Now, the MEC for Human Settlements, Urban Planning and Co-operative Governance, Lebogang Maile, has written a formal letter to the Johannesburg Mayor Geoff Makhubo concerning a number of allegations of legislative and governance failures in the city. It's alleged that the mayor has failed to observe its legislative and executive responsibilities, including failure to pass a budget, the city's inability to compile a budget that makes provision for COVID-19 deviations, the irregular appointment of senior managers, and COVID-19 procurement-related corruption. Johannesburg Mayor Geoff Makhubo joins us now to talk about this. Mayor, good evening and thank you for your time tonight on the news feed late night. It seems from what the letter from the MEC says, there are allegations of the mayor not observing his responsibilities. Mayor, are you not observing your responsibilities? Where are these allegations coming from?
Good evening, Tabon. Good evening to the viewers at home. The leader of the Democratic Alliance, Councillor Not, wrote a letter to the MEC making all sorts of allegations. And I think the MEC then wrote to me to say, look, I've received allegations from the Democratic Alliance, and I want you to respond to the allegations within 7 days, of which we are responding to these allegations. They have no basis at all. They are not factual. They are not true. But we will answer in detail what the MEC has requested of us. So effectively, it's just asking us to respond to these allegations from the Democratic Alliance.
What were the concerns or the bottlenecks that prevented the council from passing budget? I mean, the MEC, for example, had to issue directives to say you need to pass those budgets around earlier in July because you had missed your deadline.
Yes, we did miss our deadline. By the end of June, we had not passed the budget. We then wrote to the MEC asking for a condonation as allowed by the law. Then Section 139 kicked in, and of course the MEC had to give us 7 days to pass the budget, of which we duly passed that budget. What delayed us firstly was that we took time because of COVID, to consult with communities as required by law. And post that, we had to get into internal engagement with political parties, of which that's what we do all the time, including the Democratic Alliance itself. And those, again, the agreements took time to be finalized. And by the 2nd of July, we had already finalized those agreements, and hence by the 7th, we passed the budget. So there is no budget that's not passed. We passed it, yes, albeit after the deadline, but with the condonation of the MEC.
As far as the COVID-19 expenditure is concerned, how did you apply for deviations without a budget?
No. We have a budget. We passed 3 budgets. We passed the COVID adjustment budget just before the end of June. Then we passed the normal budget around early July. And then only last month, in the last month's council, we passed another adjustment budget after receiving additional equitable share from National. So we've passed every budget that we're supposed to pass. There is no backlog in the passing of the budget. So the COVID budget was passed just before the end of June. So there's no truth in that we didn't pass the budget.
Yeah. At National, COGDA are also having looked at a number of municipalities. The Joburg municipality, Joburg City municipality, has also come up as far as the recruitment processes are concerned. You're one of those municipalities with a number of vacancies at this particular point. Now, one of the issues raised here in these allegations is that there are irregular appointments of senior managers, which also speak to your recruitment processes. Are there any challenges there, Mayor?
Yes, there have been challenges in finalizing certain posts, and it's because of the problems we've had in 2 council meetings not being able to conclude their business because of walkouts from the EFF and the Democratic Alliance. But fortunately, yesterday we sat in a very successful meeting. We condoned all the acting arrangements, but the four positions were filled yesterday. And then we have 2 more, and that's it. All the senior managers' vacant positions would be filled by the next council meeting. So we don't have any challenges going forward. Yesterday we did finalize whatever was outstanding.
All right. So, I mean, in essence, all the other issues also that are raised here about council meetings not sitting and subsequent collapse thereof, you're saying there is certainly an explanation and answer to these situations. We shouldn't be, as citizens of the city of Johannesburg, be concerned that the municipality is falling apart.
No, not at all. Yesterday we had a very, very successful meeting. We started at 10 in the morning. We went on till 11:30 at night. We dealt with 134 items and debated 9 motions. So council is moving. It's moving on. There is nothing to worry about. Yes, the last 2 meetings had a challenge, had a bit of a problem, but we've sorted out those problems and challenges that faced the municipality the last 2 council meetings.
Mayor of the City of Johannesburg, Geoff Makhubo, appreciate your time and making time to talk to us here on the Newsfeed Late Night.